Camelot331. I like this guy. He used to make those GameStop videos where he's like, hey, GameStop sucks, man. He's come a long way. It's crazy that a bunch of people that I used to like and used to watch, like Phil Labonte from All That Remains, being involved with Timcast, this guy being involved with Timcast, and also being a NASCAR driver, that's crazy. But he got banned from Game and Geek Expo over concern from our community. Well, I know an expo that I'll never go to again. I've never been to one. I'll never go to in the future is what I meant to say.
This one comes to us from Camelot331, who is dealing with quite the situation right now regarding the Game and Geek Expo. I fast forwarded a little bit into his video because it's a long one.
Are we doing a reaction to a reaction? Yep. Meta as fuck. Let's go.
It's almost an hour long. I don't want to review the whole video, but there is like a 5-minute portion that I want to showcase here because there's other parts that relate to this regarding, if you're not familiar, the Game and Geek Expo has banned him from the convention.
What a bunch of pussies.
For reportedly being a Nazi. I believe that's what the terminology was that he claims that they said. And yes, that is the receipt. That is literally someone called him a Nazi and he's not allowed to go anymore. I'm like, oh man, if that's the bar that you're setting, it's a pretty low bar. I feel like you're going to cancel everyone that goes there if you're going to say that about people, but okay. Just full.
Yeah, they took the bar and they're slapping people in the kneecaps with it, man.
Context. This is him with a phone call with the president, Jeff, whatever his name is, who is in charge of the entire Game and Geek Expo. So,
like, harping and going off about it, like, I mean, it's exactly what you said, bro. Like, they're fucking gonna make a big deal out of it.
So, what have we learned here? He agrees that people in these communities are going to make a big deal about it and demand I be removed. He agrees with me, and then he's doing it. Very strange.
Yeah, and if you do it once, then they're gonna realize that they can win and keep doing it. Like, bro, what are you doing? Now they're just gonna do it more.
Like, I get what you're.
I mean, he's clearly someone who has
He has very little experience with this.
I guess you could call him a soy boy, lacking testosterone, lacking any kind of decisive action, which is a very bad quality of someone to have. If they're going to be in charge of an entire convention, they need to make really important decisions. They need to stand by them, and they need to explain exactly why they make the.
I don't like calling them soy boys. I call them what they are, massive pussies.
Decisions they did. This one seems like one of those. I just didn't want to piss off a bunch of people that are giving us money, and I just bent the knee to them because money.
You're saying, I get where you're coming from, man. Like, I completely respect.
Like, this is a lawsuit territory, like not a frivolous lol suit like what's being levied at me.
And Camelcast is 100%. If there's a suit there, he's gonna do it, especially with Timcast backing him.
This is actually a serious lawsuit that he could use if he wanted to with this situation. And he would have every reason in the world to pursue it if he wanted to.
I don't think he's gonna, but he totally could. And I see him doing it.
Like, your thoughts and opinions on it. And I'm not trying to say, oh, you're wrong or whatever. Like, I don't want you to think that this is like an attack against you or like, obviously you don't care. But like you don't care what I think or what my opinion is, but that's why you have the followers that you have, because you have no filter. Like, you just fucking tell it like it is. I get that, bro.
You tell it like it is. So he's saying that's how it is. But you have to pay for it.
But I'm just telling you that, like, man to man, like, bro, like, this is fucking everything that I put everything into this community.
Well, you're gonna lose it all. Because they're going to take it away from you. The people that you're bending the knee to. Because they want everything. They don't care about you.
So clearly this president guy is scared of his convention getting canceled by these incels that don't even attend. They don't even go to it. They don't care. They just
talk about it on social media. and then they share it around to their other weirdo friends that they actually don't know in real life probably, and are probably half of them bots anyway.
There are people that just don't like YouTubers. Guys, this might come as a shock to you. There are people out there that don't like me. In fact, there's a lot of people out there that don't like me. Why?
I've had to, like, scrape off a few leeches who were just hating, who were on, like, every video, especially when I was uploading to BitChute. If anybody knows what that platform is, that's where all the people who got banned from all the other platforms go.
Why? Because, like Cody, Camelot, I dare to have an opinion. And really, that's all it comes down to. And there's nothing crazy about it. Do we tend to have right-leaning viewpoints? Typically, both of us, typically, yes.
I like to be politically ambiguous. I like for people to not know which way I lean. Because I'll say some crazy shit, man, that I don't actually believe half the time.
We do. Are any of them considered extreme by a normal standard? No. I feel like they're fairly grounded. If anything, they lean a certain way, but people are allowed to have opinions. We're not like telling people to go do any crazy stuff or anything like that. We're just like, hey, this is how we feel about a situation. These people want to take your voice away. If you are garnering an audience, which Camelot clearly is doing, he has over 220,000 subscribers. He has a lot of subscribers. I have over 114,000 subscribers now. Shout out to you guys, by the way. Just crossed 114,000 today, which was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's a lot of people. And then you have these other people that can't garner an audience, and they get really angry because they're like, no, stop listening to him. Listen to me. The only way that we can get people to stop listening to them is to cancel them. And then we have this president that...
Yeah, and then people are going to know you. Yeah, they'll know you. Because they'll know your names whenever they get brought up in lawsuits. Because that's where this territory is headed, man. People are getting tired of it. Big names are getting tired of it. To the point where it might not even be Camelcast that takes them to court. It might be Camelcast takes them to court, but with somebody like Asmongold's money. Probably not Asmongold. But somebody like Asmongold, who just doesn't give a shit about his money and really dislikes this kind of culture war nonsense.
That is trying his best to ruin Cody's image because he cares more about his convention. What a beta cuck. Don't do this shit.
And when a big majority of it is like having issues, like that's when I'm trying to.
It went from 30% to a big majority now don't want me to be there. Although I don't have the numbers, I can guarantee you that is not true. Because if you go to their Instagram post or their Facebook post, there is not one comment saying, why is this Camelot guy going? Not one. What does that mean?
That's a good point, by the way, because we'll get into this afterwards. There is a tremendous amount of people that are pinging conventions that I will be attending that are trying to get me canceled from them. And everywhere on social media, they're like, why? Oh, Smash AT, bad. He's awful. He's horrible. He's saying, Cody here is saying that no one did that to him anywhere on social media. So where is this coming from?
That means it was internal. If you go to their Instagram now, it is freaking nuked with people freaking the hell out over me getting canceled. Mm-hmm. I did not tell people to go do that, by the way. But
oh man, Alyssa would claim that
they've all come together and like, why are you platforming him? That mindset has worked its way not just in the online spaces, but like in the actual IRL spaces. If you are right-leaning, or if they think that you're right-leaning, they don't want you to make money. They don't want you to be platformed. And it's the people that are internal at the company. Also, there are just like random people online who are just being fucking weird, who like threaten to SWAT places and do SWAT places sometimes, and also bombard them with, oh, nobody's gonna go to your venue anymore because it's racist, you're bigoted, you're platforming this person and paying them and giving them money, and it's all culture war stuff. Bunch of fucking weirdos, and they're all fake.
you did with her logic, by the way.
People do that. That's just how that works. You know, it's the storm.
Like look, dude, I don't go left, I don't go right. I'm agnostic to politics completely.
Says every fucking leftist that I've ever met. Like, oh, I don't pay attention to politics, but I hate Trump.
Press X to doubt.
Give a fuck about any of that shit. I really don't. I just want people to come to my fucking events.
Unless they're me.
Right, that's the biggest thing.
Unless they're Camelot and anybody who is like right wing from now on.
It's like, I just want people to show up, except you. If you try to curtail an audience of...
If you kick out the right wingers, by the way, it's gonna turn into like this weird sex event where it's gonna be based on identity politics. You're gonna get weirdos. It's gonna be nothing but weirdos. You don't want that.
Hey, if I don't allow this person to come, that means I get 20 more people that would not have come, supposedly, which I mean, I doubt that would even happen. But so now you're choosing getting rid of one person to get 20 more people in. But what you're not considering is the overall damage to the brand that you have done that is irreparable.
Yeah, and now you're gonna have people who like Camelot who just aren't gonna work with you anymore.
Cannot fix this brand damage. So assuming it was even 20 people, which that's giving a lot of credit. Might have been like 2 or 3 that really wouldn't have gone, if even that. I'm just trying to give the benefit of the doubt that somebody would not have gone. Was it worth it? At the end of the day, that's the only question this Game and Geek convention has.
Oh, was it somebody else that was working at Game and Geek that was like, I'm not going if Camelot's gonna be there? That sounds like a you problem. I think Boogie was also supposed to be at this.
Has to ask himself is, was it worth it?
Unless they're me, then that does not apply anymore. All right, that's the unnerving part about that, by the way. But let's continue.
And and Cody, I'm telling you, that's literally all I care about, bro. I just want to come. Like, our events are like, man, that's something that's kind of like something that we have here. Like, people that would never hang out with each other are there.
Yes, a complete diverse.
What the hell is that even mean? People that would never hang out with each other, they come.
I don't think dude knows what he's talking about. I think dude's a fucking moron. Obviously.
Group of people that may not come from the same background nor believe the same things. That's what a con is. It's a bunch of people from different backgrounds that make
legit no different than any other convention. People who love gaming have a
or just fucking anywhere ever at all. Like, it's so stupid. It's just like PR damage control, but it's not even really, because dude, I don't know what dude was doing. I think dude's probably just a moron who got way over his head.
Shared passion for it will migrate and go to these things. And they're so much fun. I have a blast. I genuinely really look forward to going to conventions. I love it. I love seeing friends. I love meeting people that watch the channel. I love meeting other YouTubers that I've watched forever that I get to meet in person myself. I love doing my panel where I get to talk to people. Like, it's such a great time. And then going out to dinner with everyone, sharing stories about YouTube and gaming and our favorite memories from stuff. Like, it's just, you can't duplicate it. It's amazing. It's so much fun. But apparently that's only for the diverse audience, not Cody.
They believe different things, but they can get along and they can relate to each other through games, video games, anime, cosplay, all this culture stuff. Nerd.
These are the types of people that try to get games like Schedule 1 banned. I bet if something for Schedule 1 showed up at this Game and Geek Expo, wouldn't be allowed. Just a crazy leftist game expo. Don't go to it. Don't give them your money.
Stuff, rather, right? So everybody's allowed, and it's all inclusive because it's not about that kind of stuff. But if you're Camelot,
I mean, there are real audiences that go to cons anymore, but I do see where you're coming from with that. I do feel like they have overall kind of leaned into, like, really hard into the geek culture, where it's like kind of just getting that quarter of the internet where it's just that.
Yeah, I think when you get to the expo and con level where people are like dressing up, that's where you get the super autism people. That's where the like blue-haired freaks like to hang out, who like to dress up like furries or sexualized characters. Like, the last con that I went to, there was a chick dressed up as Dante from Devil May Cry, but over sexualized as a woman. And it's just like these types of people at cons. They're all weirdos. They're all freaks.
Instead of being like just a chill thing. I see where you're coming from with that.
You're not allowed.
I just want people to come to my fucking events.
Yeah.
And
And what does that ultimately mean? He wants people to come to his events. What he's saying is he wants to sell as many tickets as possible to make as much money as possible.
Mhm.
And if for at any moment, and see, either way we look at this, it's bad. If he cancel me because he wants more money, that's bad,
Yep.
right? If he cancel me because a couple people like find themselves on the left and they don't like somebody that leans right, then that's also very bad.
Yeah,
Both
no matter how you slice this, there's no good. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, every time. Always. Every single fucking time. It's always with these people. They're all fucking morons, man. They don't get it. It's like they're 12 years old, but they just got bigger and were given responsibilities and the ability to like own businesses.
Like there's no explanation for this that makes sense.
things are bad. It's like Smash JT is going to the Southeast Game Exchange. Smash JT is a hyper polarizing figure online, and he's attending the Southeast Game Exchange. And you can bet your bottom dollar there are people that are emailing trying to get him canceled.
I can actually confirm that there have been people that have emailed Game On Expo trying to get me canceled. I have actual information, tangible receipts and information on that, where people have tried to get me canceled from Game On Expo.
Yeah, any kind of event that I'm going to in the future, I'm going to let them know outright at the beginning what I'm all about, and probably that people are going to try and cancel me. And if they're not cool with that, then I'm just not going to work with them. So I'm probably just not going to work with anybody. I'm just going to stay on my property forever, just make these stupid videos and never meet anybody. And I'm cool with that.
And now we have people doing it to Southeast Game Exchange to get me canceled from it. And I take a step back from all this and I'm just like, why? What is it that I have done? What is it that you have so much of an issue with me that I shouldn't be allowed to take my family and go to a convention and enjoy video games with everybody else? Why shouldn't I not be allowed to do that? Why are only you allowed to do that? Well, you're allowed to have your opinion and go there. Why can't I have my opinion and go there? It's very strange. It's very strange. So I want to leave this section here and go on to the next part, because Cody brings in what I wanted to talk about specifically. And that is me being a guest at Southeast Game Exchange. And they announced me special guest, Smash JT's YouTube channel.
Oh no, man. Smash JT's gonna get canceled. Southeast Game Exchange, they're gonna be bombarding you with hate. Here we go. If they hold the line and keep Smash JT up, based.
Covers the latest gaming news and unique stories. Join Smash JT for insider insights and engaging and sometimes controversial gaming discussions. I'm like, damn, I didn't give Austin, the guy who runs this, I didn't give him that summary. He just put that there. So maybe he watches the channel and knows.
Dude, Southeast Game Exchange, that's the place to go. Fuck that other place. I don't even know what it's called.
Knows what I do. I was like, oh, that's a really good description of who I am. Cool. And there's tickets and all the tags, and it's got all three of me there, which is cool. I was like, thanks, and I retweeted this. I was like, that's awesome. And sure as shit, what's the first thing that happens? An old man Grim here. So many burner accounts crying in the comments.
Yeah, they get it. They get it. Dude, so awesome. But these people aren't real. These aren't the people that show up. And if they're not going to show up because Camelot showed up, then you don't need them there in the first place. Camelot doesn't give a fuck that that other person's there. Why should they give a fuck that he's there?
Oh, Camelot's in the chat right now. What's up, Cody? What's up, Camelot? Good to see you, bro. And I'm very excited and looking forward to meeting you at Siege. It's going to be awesome. So I said, yeah, the jealousy is strong out there. 8-Bit Eric says, nice to see woke cancel mob try to cry in the comments. Never cave in. Those people weren't going to this event. Everything will be fine. Have fun.
Yeah, it's like the same people who do swattings, but on a lower level. It's the lower tier. Eventually, if you let them keep getting crazier and crazier, though, they will get to the swatting level.
And then we get to what people are trying to say about me to get me canceled here. That's definitely a daring choice. Okay, we got this one. Hey, Siege, big effing shame on you guys for having this guy at your event. Seriously, whose idea
Shame! Shame!
was it? Did anyone do their due diligence when deciding to have this guy on as a guest?
Who cares? You sound like a crybaby.
With what receipts are you providing? Because this is libelous. Like, you're literally like attacking who I am as a person without providing any reason as to why you say anything. Just because you don't like me is not a reason why someone shouldn't be able to go to a convention. I really don't think you need to verbalize that, but clearly you do. Clearly you do. We got this one where they just tagged this screenshot, a picture of me talking about this crazy woman that is trying to butcher children and mentally F them up at a very young age. And I said, my dream is someday in the future for folks like her, instead of being given a podium to stand at, they're given a chair with an electric current to sit at.
True. Based. I agree.
Because anyone fucking with kids, there's not enough bad things that can happen to you at all.
I think you should get a worse treatment than that. Actually, I think the electric chair is too much of a ceremony. Too much of a remembrance for these people who should just be forgotten.
Like, leave. If there's anything that you take away from tonight, it's leave the children alone. And I will literally die on that hill. I know these people would like to kill on that hill because they are absolutely insane. But all I'm saying is leave the children alone. But they're trying to use this as a gotcha against me to cancel me.
Yeah, this is what all of those people think. This is all of the people that are trying to get Smash canceled. All of the people that got Camel Cast canceled from that stupid event that I can't remember the name of.
Libs of TikTok. 2 of my children are receiving gender affirming care. 2 of my children are being mutilated by clearly a psychopath.
And by the way, dude's profile picture is Satan. That tells you anything? That all these people are just worshiping Satan and they're fucking possessed by demons?
Society has failed this person. And I genuinely, as a father of 2 kids, my heart breaks for those kids. Like, I genuinely weep for their situation. But no, because crazy people on the internet will take that as a, oh no, what a bad guy, because he doesn't want these people to be able to mutilate kids. Yeah. And like, what is that your gotcha? Like, what? Oh my God. Jay Viper says, I get this screenshot all the time because I replied to it. I saw, Camelot says, I saw someone say I beat my wife. I don't even have a wife.
Oh yeah, I saw him make a video about that. I thought he was kind of being serious. That like his wife hates him or something. I was like, huh, I didn't know Camel Cast was married. That sucks that his wife hates him.
Oh, these people. I swear. How about this one from Kiefer? Quote unquote, controversial is a diplomatic word for someone currently being sued for defamation.
Yep, guilty before proven innocent, you know? That's what these people think.
Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty, Kiefer? Wouldn't you like to stand on that platform and say, I'm innocent until the court finds someone guilty of what they're being accused of, especially considering the parties involved right now and how unhinged they clearly are? Does your convention actively condone harassment and misogyny? Oh, now misogyny is getting thrown in as well. Interesting. Is his brand of hate that much of a draw for y'all? With 93 likes, and I'm blocked by this person. I'm going to Thanos this guy. I don't even know who you are.
He doesn't actually exist, I bet. Burner account, or it's just a straight up bot.
Bringing the guy who keeps falling for fake insiders. Source, because that was someone who lied and then had a C&D sent from Ubisoft to.
Yeah, looking through these comments is hilarious because, like, all of these people, they don't matter, and they're just gonna be forgotten, and we're just making fun of them. Be mad about it, because we don't care.
Them. I'm falling for a fake insider for that. Okay. And spreading misinfo. Receipt? Where? What misinfo am I spreading? What is wrong with you? It's crazy. This dude gonna make everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, copy and paste that onto anybody that these people don't like. It's the same shit. You see it everywhere. They all say the same shit, and it doesn't mean anything.
By existing, these people want to silence anybody that so much as slightly parts ways from their cult. If you have any kind of stance outside of what they ideologically push forward, you are excommunicated, and apparently you then make them feel uncomfortable.
Who cares? If people are uncomfortable, that's a them problem. They can get over it.
I'm sorry, bro. Maybe Smash JT isn't the first class airplane flight you were looking for. My job is not to make you feel comfortable. I'm not in the business of making people feel comfortable. What the hell? How about don't interact with me at the convention? Don't talk to me if you don't like me. How about that?
Yeah, they don't gotta look at you. You don't gotta look at them. But they can't help themselves. They'll just be staring at him the whole time, seething that he's there, not able to have a good time because they can't get their mind off of the fact that Smash JT is ruining their lives.
You hosting a guy who doxed his own wife and child. What? Wait, whoa. The headcanon from these people is fascinating. I apparently now I've doxed my wife and child.
I think they heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody and it just changed. Or they just kind of heard of something happening that somebody said that they like. And then they just took that and then mixed it up in their head and lied about it.
So that I could get death threats to make videos about. What? I mean, I could only laugh. Because the only other alternative is to get really angry. And I'm not going to give these time. That's what they.
I'll probably have to withdraw my business with your convention. What are you talking about your business? Who the fuck are you with your 52 likes? Who liked that? It's insane.
They want to get people angry. They want to make me angry. I'm like, no, I'm not going to give them that pleasure. I'm just going to laugh them off because they are completely useless, meaningless, nobodies, and they failed at life. They failed at producing a family. They failed at anything. So they, incels, basement dwellers, keyboard warriors, they live to cancel because they personally failed. And they have to project all their insecurities on everybody else in the world.
Or they feel like they're small and they're wanting more power. They're wanting to gain power, to feel like they have power over somebody. And when they're part of these mobs and then somebody gets canceled, they feel like that they did something important.
Especially people that they consider successful. So in a weird way, I kind of take this as a compliment because I know who they are. And that burns them even more. Same thing happens to Kirsch. Yep, I know. Well, actually, I'd argue it happened way worse to her because I think she's moving right now because people are being really crazy with her. Yeah. I got a couple more.
Dude, I don't know what it is with VTubers. People just really don't like VTubers. Like, people don't like the regular reactors and commentators. But they really, really don't like VTubers. I don't know. This is like people don't like cartoons.
That's crazy because based off his YouTube account, he only stalks one chick who is no longer in the game industry.
I know who they're talking about, and he's not even talking about her anymore. Wait, actually, I don't know who they're talking about. Alyssa Mercante? Or are they talking about that, Alana, whatever her name is? Which, he doesn't really even talk about either one of those. One chick he's actively in a lawsuit with, and I use chick loosely, because I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not even going to dignify these. I'm just going to read them. I hear this guy built his career off stealing other people's work and harassing women, but I don't know.
No, you don't. You're a fucking idiot. What?
All right, how about shut the fuck up then?
Yeah, nobody knows who you are, and you have a blue check. So you're paying, how much is it, $10? For nothing.
Because clearly you don't know anything. Is this who you want to align with? I went a couple years ago, but not coming back if you're going to literally platform stalkers. I'm a stalker now? Oh my God, it's amazing. Good to know what kind of sleazy con you guys are organizing. Organizing as a Z in it, unless you're out of country, which you might be. I'm blocked, I can't tell. So why exactly are you letting someone transphobic, bigoted, and misogynistic appear at your event? You got misogynistic out of this? You got bigoted out of this? You got transphobic out of this? Wait, what?
They're all liars. They're all pathetic liars. Once again, look at the profile picture. There's just something demonic about it. Like, these people are fucking demons. Same as the last one who posted this one.
Because I'm not pro child mutilation. That makes me transphobic now, apparently. I don't make the rules, guys. I just apparently am here to read what the rules are that these people are writing. These same people that now have activist lawyers that are trying to get laws written to push these policies forward on people. And no, I'm not exaggerating or making a stretch from any of this. This is literally how they think. It is scary shit. It is scary shit. It keeps going. You probably shouldn't die slowly. No, you really need a warm body for the chair, huh? So I get a lot. Like, it keeps going forever. Look at all these people. It keeps going. I don't know what the Southeast Game Exchange is, but I can tell with 100% certainty just from this that you are all fucking losers. Laughing my ass off. Cliff the Mailman, who has 3 followers, a fake profile, and already blocked me.
Yeah, 100% that's a burner account. This isn't a real account. This is just for somebody to shit on people and for nobody to know who they are. Might even be Alyssa Mercante.
Is calling me a loser. All right, Cliff the Mailman. Here's the thing. When I see this, genuinely, this is the saddest part. When I see this happen, and this is what pisses them off, all I read and what I see is mental illness. It's just a lot of really...
Well, it's not mental illness, because illness implies that they can be better, that they can get better. I like to use mentally deranged, delusional, freaks.
There's an extreme mental illness crisis in this country. And this proves it right here. And yikes. Absolute yikes. And on that note, and the last point I want to make before I end this is, on top of Cody, Camelot331, being banned from that other expo, the Geek and Game Expo or whatever, after that happened, Austin reached out from Siege, the guy who runs Siege, Southeast Game Exchange, said, today I was invited as a special guest. I'll be facing off against the winner of the racing competition. I'll have a booth with merch and a meet and greet. Come see me. And honestly, I already shared this, but I didn't even like it. Whoops. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. This is amazing.
Yep. And people are mad that he's succeeding and they're not. Congratulations to Camelot331. I keep calling him Camelcast, but Camelcast is just his show.
This is how you fight back. Instead of bending the knee, you have conventions that are uber successful because they don't bend the knee. And they have all around great people that want to have a great time at the conventions with no drama.
Yeah, and if you bend the knee, then you're going to have to bend the other knee. And then you're going to have to bend the third knee, and that's your dick. What are you going to do when they come around for a fourth knee?
They don't want to bring in any kind of crap from the outside. They just want to go hang out, talk about games. I can't promise the same for some of the people that want to try to speak ill of you. But yeah, there's a new one. That's why I was like, I thought I was confused. I'm like, did I like it on the live account? Cody says that's actually a new one. The OG one I already shared. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, looking forward to meeting you, man. It's going to be a blast. And I'm sure there'll be plenty to chat about when we're there. But all's well that ends well. And the the Game and Geek convention is spiraling. And they have no one to blame but themselves.
True. Dude, absolute disaster. These people are fucking stupid and insane. And they'll never get it. Oh well. We're just gonna move on without you. You can be stuck in your stupid clown world if you want. If you don't want us to be at your thing, we'll go make our own thing. We've already proven that we can do that pretty easily, and it's better than yours. That's all I got for this one. Good luck to you. Buy a t-shirt down there in the description. I'm out.